guys, and welcome back to a special little episode of Federico Talks Watches. Now today we have something a little bit different, something I think you guys would really enjoy. You guys may remember my friend Matt from a few videos I did previously. He's a very high-end watch collector and watch flipper who, collects some exquisite timepieces, FP Journe, Patek Philippe, Lange Sohne, Bethune, vintage Rolex, even some Grand Seiko, some vintage Waltham chronographs. Very interesting stuff, and he has fantastic taste. Well, he made a video comparing the, arguably two of the best brands in the world, Patek Philippe and Lange Sohne, and doing a side-by-side comparison of what are the two most luxurious chronographs out there. And I saw the video and I thought it was absolutely awesome. And I asked him, with his permission, can I put it on my channel and share it with my viewers? Because it's not every day you get a Patek Philippe 5070 next to a Lange Sohne Datograph, which, by the way, is my grail watch. So that's what I have for you today. But of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing the Hulk. This baby has been on my wrist since the weekend. I'm absolutely loving it, even though tomorrow might be a day to switch. I'm thinking the Radiomir maybe. And of course, shout out to delraywatch.com. I just got some great new watches, a white Milgauss, a ceramic GMT Master 2. I've got a beautiful vintage date that's on the Rolex side, along with a Speedmaster with the card, which is actually on sale right now and on special, so check out the hot deal section. All that and more at delraywatch.com, link in the description below. But without further ado, I'm going to let Matt show you what's what and give you his opinion on which of the two is better. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hey guys, I wanted to do a little comparison today. A lot of people ask me which I like better, Patek Philippe or A Lange Sohne. Really hard to pick one, and if I were going to pick one over the other, I could make an argument for both for different reasons. And today, I'll try and make that argument. So what we have here is a 5070 in platinum and a Datograph in platinum. And as you can see, they're both manually wound chronographs. I'll start with the Patek Philippe. So the Patek Philippe has got a beautiful blue dial, very simple watch. As you can see, it's just time and chronograph, and it doesn't have a date, doesn't have any other complications. And this is basically as simple of a chronograph as you can get. Case is platinum. One of the cool things about Patek cases in platinum is they all have a diamond at the 6 o'clock. Let you know that it's platinum. This case is actually pretty intricate. So it's got stepped lugs, as you can see here. And it also has a stepped bezel, which is pretty cool. The size on this one is 42 millimeter, which is a really nice big size for Patek Philippe. The movement, believe it or not, is a base Lamagna movement. It's the exact same movement that's used in the Speedy, but that's kind of where the comparisons stop. Patek Philippe completely refinished the movement and basically reworked it from the base movement up. So yes, it was the same movement as the Speedy, but not really comparable. The way the pushers work on this is one of the big differences you'll see between this watch and the Lange. There's a little bit of effort required in the pusher here. It's still nice. I mean, it feels good. It doesn't feel crunchy, but the effort is just a little bit higher on this watch than it is on the Lange. And it's just a simple chronograph, unlike the Lange, which is a flyback chronograph. So we'll take a look at that. First, the real showstopper here is the movement. The movement on this watch is just unreal. As you can see, there's a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of color. I love how they take the jewels and set them in gold, and then they blew all the screws. So it's like the movement is telling a story back there, and it's just beautiful. Then when you flip the watch over, it's obviously a lot busier than the Patek Philippe because it has a big date. And one of the cool things about this is also a flyback chronograph. When you depress the start-stop button on this watch, you just know it's a pure luxury watch. I mean, it was built to feel good. And one of the cool things is, so if you're timing something and you want to restart it without stopping and restarting, this is a flyback chronograph. So you just hit the bottom button, restarts all over again, and then you can stop and reset it. The pushers on this are just buttery smooth. I mean, Lange did it on purpose. They made it, they adjusted this watch so that it just doesn't take any effort. It's just the easiest of clicks. And the Patek still feels nice, but it's just not on par with this. This is just nicer. So between the two watches, I mean, you could have both these watches in your collection pretty easily, and they wouldn't fill the same space. I mean, they just look different, they feel different, they wear different. I'd venture to say that the Patek is more dressy, and the Lange is, especially on a strap, not on this platinum bracelet, can be very casual, but both fantastic chronographs, definitely direct competitors when they were both being made. Both these watches are discontinued, and I would say, to make the argument which is a better watch, I would say the Lange is a better watch. To make the argument which is a better investment, well, there's no comparison. This watch trades somewhere around 80 to 85, and this watch trades somewhere between 160 and 180, and they were pretty similar in price when they both came out. So this watch has appreciated by about $100,000, and this watch has, I would say that you know, obviously it depreciated. I don't know what the list was with this bracelet. I can tell you the bracelet is very expensive if you buy it from Lange after the purchase, but there's about $100,000 difference between the two watches, and the watches are really as close as you can get to direct competitors in everything but price. So that's my little comparison of the two. If you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed the video.